Yo, with all this mana and alchemy, there's a way it could be more rad than me. Luminize, Magic World, yo.
But Chief, this isn't 72 pillar.
Don't worry, it's Buddy Garga. He's still a killer. Luminize. Hello everybody, Midwest Chief here. I'm bringing you today my Deity Gargantua Dragon deck profile. So, the flag is going to be Magic World. The buddy is going to be Deity Gargantua Dragon Re-B. We're going to start with the monsters. My Dragon lineup is going to be 4 Deity Gargantua Dragon Re-B. Sorry, 4, tongue-tied. 4 Deity Gargantua Dragon Re-B. So he is slightly different than his predecessor, which was, Gargantua Dragon Deity Re-B. Not Re-B. He costs a gauge more, which is fine. His Deity Gem Evo, now instead of at the end of a battle, it's just during either player's attack phase that you can either one, call a Dragon from your hand on top of him, or call one from your drop. If I remember correctly, the old one had to call from only hand and you draw a card, but this one's a lot better. It lets you call things from the drop on top of him. Both of them still have the same effect of calling themselves from the soul of a Dragon. So, I decided to play this one over the old one just because I really like having that drop zone effect. Yeah, I do miss out on the draw, but nah. Being able to call from drop or hand is just way better than only from hand and drawing a card. I'm sorry, it's just is. I was thinking of playing one or two of the actual regular, what's his name, Deity Garga, but no, I'm just going to just ball out on the 4 copies and not worry about playing the original copy. Next up, we got this new guy, Dual Mode. Dual Mode, got smooth, penetrate, double attack, soul guard, counter attack. He's a 10/3/10. When you play him, all the Dragon Strike is +10, and then if he enters through the ability of G Evo, I get to blow up 2 cards up to 2 cards on the board and draw 2 cards. I do not need to blow up cards to draw those cards. So I like him. I still like Sonic Mode still, but this gives me more of an aggressive play. Speaking of Sonic Mode, I am Speed. We are playing 4 Gargantua Dragon Sonic Mode. When he enters the board via G Evo, you gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. Or is it you gain 2 life regardless? Yeah, you gain 2 life regardless. And then entered by G Evo, you draw 2 cards. Move, counterattack, soul guard, a 7/2/10. He has another ability that says this card on the field cannot be returned to the hands, and the ability cannot be nullified by opponent's card effects. Just a good defensive play to still have. Next up for the Dragons, we play. I'm starting to really like this card. I'm sorry, I am. I want to bump this to 3, low key. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, fam. I really want to bump this up to 3, but 2 is fine. His call cost is pay 2 gauge and put a card. Pay 2 life, and put a card from your hand to the soul. So what I like to do is when I call him, put this into the soul, get my gauge, then go ahead and spit this out from calling from the soul of a Dragon. Yeah, I mean, he eats the 2 gauge he gained, but it's like I'm not really losing the gauge. This is the drop zone, so I can go ahead and Garga him from the drop zone later if I need to. It gets me more Garga feel for my what is that spell called? Dear Friend. It's just something to do. So it's not really like you're losing out on 2 hand cards when you do it like this. You're just really losing out on the charging mode, because the Garga you can still call out, and the charging mode you can still recycle. So it's not really a neg to do it like this. Doing him like with any other spell or a monster, putting him into the soul, it just feels like a neg to me. Next up for the Dragons, we got Quasar. Oh boy, Quasar, it's been so long since I actually played you. When this card is filled by G Evo, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, then put them on top of your deck. Put 1 in your hand, put the rest on top of your deck in any order. Counter, during the attack phase, you may drop the top card of your deck. If it's a monster, put it into your hand. For this turn, This card gets penetrate and triple attack. You only use it once per turn. You got move Soul Guard at 7/3/7. This guy kind of won't bump up to 2. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This is the Kaiser. I ain't gonna say the rest of that long name. He does the Kaiser. The Kaiser's effect is to go ahead and get you your an item. Yeah, when a card enters the field, equip up to 1 item from your deck by paying its equip cost and shuffle your deck. Then it entered by G Evo. For this turn, that card and this card gets plus 30,000 and critical plus 2. Move, double attack, and Soul Guard. So I'm gonna show you what item I'm playing in a little bit. I played it 2. I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert. This is like seeing my 3rd copy of my item. And I don't know. Theoretically, I could have bumped up the item, but this is also a Drag God target for I need to discard for Dear Friend. And it's go towards a Drag God count from when I'm trying to get that maximum draw off Dear Friend. So with that being said, I might just keep it the way it is. If anything, this card is kind of hard to find. Not like finding the deck like IRL, trying to find it to buy. And so if I could find a second copy, I might play a second copy. If not, the one's been working out fine. I usually got this, or I should get my item and also play an item search spell. So it all works out. That's it for the Drag Gods. Next up for DD Dragon Tribe Monsters, we play the Magic Dog. I want to play at 3. I really got to find the room, and yeah, I just have to find the room and for other things. So only play him at 2, and then he's a hard call. So a hard once per turn call. So it's like, yeah, it's fine at 2. Like I played in a tournament today. I came in 2nd place. I saw him enough. Like, and when I did see him, he wasn't being a clutterbug. There was one game where I saw both of them, which was weird. But he's a DD Dragon Tribe, so he can pitch himself. Let me go into what he does actually. When a card enters the field, I may drop a Dragon DD Tribe from my hand. If I do, I gain engage and draw 2 cards. Next up, for the last Dragon DD Tribe monster we play, is going to be, what's her name? Magic Cat. I only play the card if I got another Dragon DD Tribe on the board. When he enters the field, I look at the top 3 cards of the deck. I grab a spell, put it at the bottom deck in any order. This card cannot be returned to the hand. This card cannot be returned to the hand, so I can't just keep bouncing him and calling him back, bouncing him, calling him back. It's the spam stuff. I'm glad they did that because that would be kind of nutty. Yeah, I didn't really play him to try to help me dig spells. Just like if I see him, great. If I don't, that's fine. Now the one monster I do play that's not a Dragon DD Tribe, I play Center of the World Mary Sue Reeby. This card is a hard once per turn. The name of the ability is going to be Miracle of Infinity. So when you play her, she's a size 0 if you got a spell in the drop zone. Super easy condition to make. Like, you might as well just print it as a size 0 to be honest. But so when she enters the board, you check top 5, you grab 2 spells from them, put the rest of your bottom of the deck in any order. She has move, double attack. Just play her because I really want to use her. I had a bunch of her laying around from all the Buddy Ragnarok boxes that were at the shop. And she's been working on swimmingly so far. I might bump this to 3 like that. So go ahead and make this a 3rd copy of this and a 3rd copy of this. But this is also hard to find. If you didn't buy that triple Gargantua thing, I think that's what it's called. It came with like a little Gargantua balloon, and it came with a precon for Continent Garga, a precon for Magic Garga, and a precon for Dragon Garga. If you didn't buy that, you ain't finna find this dog. So, I only bought the 1. So, a good boy is hard to find. But anyway, that's it for the monsters. On to the spells. Play 3. Dear Friend. I thought it was going to be called Gone Gone Garoo because when I see this artwork, that's all I think is a little catchphrase they say at the end of their Buddy 2 videos. But this card says drop a drag god from your hand. Choose one of the following 2. I can draw 2 cards. If there are 3 or more different drag gods in the drop zone, when I do this, I get to draw another card, so I can draw 3. Or counter for this turn, damage I take is reduced by 3. Next up is going to be Radiant Combat Deity's Glory. It's basically a G Evo enabler from the drop zone. Gives them +5/+5. That's really all I gotta say about it. Next, I play 3 Examinate. Only cast I got a Dragon Deity Tribe on the board. I check top 3. I grab 1. I dump 1. I gauge 1. I gain 1 life. This helps me fill up my drop zone for a Holy Magic play. This helps me fill up my drop zone for the Dear Friend play. And I can use it on both turns. This is a really good card to grab stuff with. Next up, I play 3 Nice Ones. It's Pot of Greed, which lets me draw 2 cards. Next up is the 2 Unholy Magics. So what Unholy Magic does is spins back 3 or more different spells from the drop zone, and I get effect depending on how many I spin back. If I spin back only 3, I get to gain 2 gauge and gain 2 life. If I spin back 6 or more, I get to draw 2 cards. If I spin back 9 or more, I get to deal 3 damage to your opponent. So all those stack up. So if I spin back 9, I get all the previous effects. If I spin back only 6, I get back I don't know if I said 9 or 6 earlier, so I'm gonna restart right here. Anyway, if I spin back 9 or more, I get all the previous effects. If I spin back only 6, I get the first 2 effects. If I only spin back 3, I only get the first effects. This card's unfair. This card's unholy. This card should never exist. But you know, power creep happened. The future card Buddyfight became a card, so I found a new card to hate. Next, I got Protect Unholy Magic. This card says I can only cast this shield if I got a DDT on board. And then the cost is put a spell from the bottom. Got put a spell on the bottom of your deck in any order. Nullify attack, charge, draw, gain a life. The next copy of that, and the next card is a similar copy of that, which is Fake Out. Does basically the same thing. Cast cost is put a spell on the bottom of your deck. I draw a card, and it's a shield. I like to really draw my deck out, get really low, loop these around to defend myself, and then I do go into a nice little Holy Magic play or go into another nasty surprise. Next up is No Pain, No Gain. Old card going all the way back to BT05, Break to the Future. It's a pay 2 gauge, draw 2, discard 1. Discarding for a Holy Magic, discarding a spell for a Holy Magic, discarding a Drag God for a Dear Friend play. Just a lot of different options, more drawing, more digging into the deck. 2 Sephiroth's Lecture, check top 2, put 1 in hand, put 1 in gauge. You only cast this when you cast a spell. That's why I don't play that anything more than 2, because it's dependent on having another spell. Next up is Tarukale. Pay 1 gauge, pay 1 life, stand a Drag Out, or rest 2 cards on the opponent's field. Next up is nope, not pronouncing that. Jump Tester. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Item Searcher, counter speed gives me 5 life. Loyalty, Grace of the Sun Deity, Buddy Block. Be Gone. It's Matt Flipper technique for my Katana World players. Basically, a size 2 or less monster, when they're going to call, you nullify the call. So not bounce it to your hand, not send it to the drop zone, you actually just physically nullify the call of it. Next up is my one of Great Spell Circle of Deity Dragon. Beginning my opponent's turn, I can discard a card from my hand and pick up a spell. And he does something else. All Dragon Deity Tribe on my field get +1/+1. And yep. That's it for spells. Onto the items. This broom is so... Oh my God. Bushiroad, yes. Yeah, yes, Queen. Slay. This broom does everything. My goodness. This I don't even know where to start with this broom. Okay, if a size 2 or greater Drag God is on your field, all DDTs on your field cannot be destroyed or leave the field, and their ability cannot be nullified. So if Garga here and the brooms here, they live there. Oh, you got something for God Punks. I mean, God Punks takes everything, but you know. Anyway, Magical Chain during either player attack phase when a monster G Evos enters the field. put up to one spell from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. It is a hard once per turn. The reason I play all those one-ofs is just simply because if I go first, I can do my setup, and then I can just G-Evo in the battle phase, and I can go get something. Like, for example, I said all my Garga stuff. I draw all my spells. I unholy magic already. Did everything I wanted to do. Garga swings for 3. I G-Evo. Probably go into charging mode to get some gauge. The Broom's there. The Broom saw the G-Evo. She's going to give me loyalty for their turn. She's going to give me a Buddy block for their turn. She's going to give me a Grace of the Sun Deity for their turn. I mean, I wouldn't need the Grace of the Sun Deity realistically if I'm already got the Broom and the Garga. Like, they're already living there. I guess it'll deflect burn damage. But or get a Begone if I'm playing against a deck where I know they kind of need their size 2 or less. Like if it's I'm going against Horus, I'm gonna probably grab the Begone. Or going against a Garga Mirror, I'm gonna probably grab the Begone. But yeah, because the Broom exists, these let me play these at one-offs. It's like having a little bit of your side deck in your main deck that you can go grab when you need to. That Broom is so clean. Last 2 cards, Lost World. Also Lost World deck profile. Abandon all hope and fall into despair. Come to me, Lost deck. All right, everyone, it's Vile Chief here, bringing you the Lost World deck for the DD Garga deck profile. We play 3 Vanity Husk Destroyer. You already know what Vanity Husk Destroyer does. If you don't know what it does by now, Sean has the little picture for y'all to read it. Next is the boy, the man's my favorite card, besides my Zerberus card from the Buddy Ragnarok set. I don't even know your name. Black Windset El Carvat. This man is a 44-40 penetrate quadruple attack. That's it. Just a meaty move who is gonna come in here and punch you 4 times. I love him. I don't care. Call me bad. I love him. I love him so much. He is my favorite card. Like, if I had a Buddy a Lost World monster, this is my boy. This is the Magic Dragon Lost World monster they didn't give us because there was too cowards. Too cowardish, or too much chicken, whatever y'all want to say. Next up is 3 of that Vile Karen. You know, Vanity with his little sweater. And Rama looking like some Karens. Love them. Anyway, long story short, y'all know what he does. Sean has the effect up. Next, 3 of the Dragon Metal Lost guy. He's great. I want to play him at 3. Don't got enough room. Oh well, when he'll press, he zaps people for 3. He's great. Next, we got Eparibi. He says something can't live there, but if they have, you know, the Grace of the Sun Deity, I guess it does live there. They have the Future Palette, and I can't drop their soul. I guess it lives there. Only play him at 1. He comes up when he needs to come up. Next, actually, you get back here. I did a very spicy play. I want to talk about the story time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save it for the first video. Next is Invasion of the Deep and Vile. Check top 4. Grab 2 gauge shoots. 3 Hell No's. Hell No says nullify a spell. When your opponent casts it, it's a free. So it's yeah, it's Hell No. Next is 3 Battle of Valiant. Draw 2 cards. Gain life for each Lost World Vader. Ooh, the beautiful, sexy Dimension Draw SPs. First, they gave us so much love with this card. First, just the card existing. Then the recollection printing, where it was like that full art. Even more sexier. And now this. The pinnacle of sex. And I love it. I love it so much. It's my precious baby. But next, 2 of the restanding spell. So I restand all of them. I draw a card. I stand 2 or more. They get attacked in the final phase. It's only cast once per turn because I mean it would be broke if I couldn't. 1 Dimension Cruelty. I couldn't find my second one. I really want to play it at 2. 2 Day of Devastation. I know what Day of Devastation does. It has proven its worth over the many months and many formats. Last but not least, I'm testing this card out. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know how I feel about it. It's great if I can't kill them, and I have it because if I'm still on my broom, I can just go search it up my lost deck. If that's a side note. That's the great part about the broom. The broom can grab any spell. So if I'm in Lost World, I can just go grab my Lost World spells. Anyway, I rest equal to the number of Lost Vader cards I have on the board. Those cards I rest cannot stand. And yeah, that's it. Val Khalil out.